Hey everyone, I want to talk about training while you're going through an injury. I don't know if you've ever been to a provider that has said like, oh, that hurts, just stop running, stop doing CrossFit, stop lifting, and that's their solution. And honestly, I really dislike that advice because the majority of the time we can keep training. We just need to modify what we're doing. And there's a series of different things that I go through when I'm working with someone rehabbing from something to see what their injury, what their tissue's tolerating, and start there, and then we build up. So first I'm looking at, okay, what's your aggravating movements? What are those movements that are irritating your specific problem? First, can we change them? So sometimes just simple little modifications, making sure we're starting with the hips, or making sure the muscle is, that we're moving under tension, as a change in your stance with it. There's all sorts of ways that we can modify how we move that can completely resolve your symptoms, or at least improve them, or allow you to participate in that without flaring up your pain. So that's step one. Can we change how you're moving through that painful movement first? If that doesn't work, then we need to consider your training volume and training factors. So for instance, if you're a runner, have you recently increased your mileage? How much did you increase your mileage? Did you change more than one thing at a time? So too much too soon? Are you increasing your distance, but also you started doing more hills more recently? So that's one of the biggest things that I see with my athletes, honestly, is a change in their training factors. And that is a huge contributor to injury. So making sure that we're being smart with your progressions, being smart with how much distance, or when you're adding hills in, doing different things, like having a strength training day or a cross training day. All those things make huge differences to what your body is capable of pushing through and moving through. And then the third thing that we'll consider, if necessary, is, okay, well, we've tried those things, it's not working, let's sub in a different movement. So instead of just sitting on the couch and not doing what you want to do, what can we do instead that doesn't flare things up? So for instance, if you have pain with pull-ups, I've tried cueing you, moving through how you're moving, your movement pattern with them. Didn't make a difference for you specifically. It still caused shoulder pain. You didn't change anything with your training, or we tried working through some of those things. So let's sub in a new movement. So to keep you active, keep you moving in the gym, let's consider other movements that you can sub in for pull-ups while we're getting your whatever body part ready to go back to that movement. So maybe you do a heavy ring row, maybe you do a bent over barbell row. There's all sorts of things that you can substitute in that are still gonna help you progress with your fitness goals, and allow you to be active, get a great workout in that, but won't flare things up, won't limit you. So that's another reason why we're different. I don't believe in cookie cutter programs, cookie cutter answers. Just because something hurts doesn't mean that you just don't do it. Well, great, that sucks, because you've been working towards doing whatever your activity is, or maybe whatever you love doing. Many times it's just simple adjustments that allow you to continue to participate in a way that is not going to limit your progress with rehab and recovering from that injury. So get the right provider, get someone who listens to you. It's not always a blanket answer right away. Sometimes there's problem solving involved, and that's what you want in a provider. You want someone who's listening, someone who's adjusting and changing things constantly to make sure that you're getting the best care possible. And if you come to work with me, I promise you that's just the norm around here. I'm gonna listen to you. We're gonna figure things out together, because I really want to keep you moving and get you back to all the things that you love doing. So hope you enjoyed that video. Just a couple of the things that I look at when I'm working with someone.